One of the reasons why I read books is because they may influence me, they may inspire me in writing new books myself. One of the reasons to go back and discover obscure hidden gems is that obviously the history of the art form of video games is still unfolding, hopefully evolving, hopefully progressing rather than regressing. Hidden away here on this GameCube version of Namco Museum, there is a two-player simultaneous version of Galaga. On the Commodore 64, just in the last couple of years, there was a fan-made two-player simultaneous cooperative version of Galaga. And anyone can look back and wonder, wow, why didn't someone do more with this idea? I was raising the question very conjecturally today. Why didn't we see some more progress in the sort of new genre that opened up with the unique and successful game Toe Jam and Earl on the Genesis? Why didn't we see something that overhead, action-packed, two-player genre? Pac-Man is a tragically repetitious, ultimately boring and frustrating game, beloved by millions. Don't get me wrong, multi-billion-dollar success story at this point. Who can estimate how many million per year this brings in, let alone cumulatively over the past several decades? And you know what? There was a really good original idea hidden away on this cartridge. If you look carefully, the little tiny logo here shows two-player via link cable mode. Now, unlike Ms. Pac-Man here, which only allows two players by taking turns, right? Player one dies, player two takes over, which is what you'd be familiar with from the arcade. In this version of the game, that's why I have two copies of the cartridge. In this version of the game, when one player eats a ghost, it doesn't disappear. The ghost is teleported or transported over to the other player's field, the other player's maze, the other player's hellscape, the other player's purgatory. How do we even describe the geography that Pac-Man and his ghosts inhabit? At any rate, the more ghosts you eat, the fewer ghosts oppose you on your own map, and the more are haunting your opponent. So as you can imagine, that makes Pac-Man a very fast, very fun game for two players to play simultaneously for about 5 minutes. There's not a lot of depth. In case you didn't know, level 2 is identical to level 1. Level 10 is identical to level 9. Unlike even Ms. Pac-Man, the shape of the maze, the layout of the walls never changes. There are never any new ideas. But maybe there's something there that a retro video programmer today could take some kind of inspiration from.